are we, lads? Righto. How we going, lads? Hope you guys are doing well on this Tuesday night, currently 10:42 p.m. Thought I'd go live on YouTube for a while. Just going to do a bit of a rugby league Q&A. I got nothing better to do. Like I said earlier in my round 22 tipping video, I am currently in lockdown where I am. Lockdown, it goes until next Tuesday, I believe. So I'm not working tomorrow, so I've got the day off. So I thought, I worked the first 2 days this week, Monday and today. So I thought, why not go live on YouTube for a little bit of a late night footy chat? And yeah, we'll see what's going on. We'll say hello to the chat. G'day to Pete Veretto. How you going, bro? National Sports Loaded, how you going, mate? Hope you're doing well. I heard National Sports Loaded said the other day he lost his job. Hope you're doing really okay, bro. I'm here for you if you need a chat, bro. G'day to Minty Rabbito in the chat. We got NRL Vid 090. G'day, brother. Hope you're well. Yeah, look, g'day everyone. Billy Marsh, Minty Rabbito, I'm good, mate. Yourself. Champa Videos is in the house. Jaden Lambert is also here as well. Yeah, look, like I said, I thought I'd come on here for a little while and just talk some footy. So if you want to send in your questions via the live chat, more than happy to answer whatever question you have for me. I'll answer them as honest as I possibly can. So send them through and let's talk some footy. There's some great games this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm trying to get the approval for the live streams to return, but still haven't heard anything back, which is quite frustrating because I used to live stream 3 to 4 games around and I had audio in the background and everything was fine. But then when I did the State of Origin live stream for game 1, I got 60 minutes into the game and it got taken down for copyright and I didn't even show the game once. So I don't know why that happened. So I'm hoping to bring back the live streams. I would like to. So, if I can't get it going by finals, I might just risk it and do it anyway. But we'll see how we go. Sucks about the Cowboys not being there this year, but it's always next year, and who knows what happens. Golden Anime. As a Broncos fan, I'm looking forward to the Broncos-Roosters game on Friday night. Yeah, that should be a good game. If the Broncos can show that intensity that they're capable of doing, then it really could be a competitive game. But I think the Roosters will get the job done, but I don't think there'll be a whole lot in it. Probably between 14 to 20 points, I reckon. Somewhere between that margin, I'd say. Pete Veretto, thoughts on Jake Granville at centre? Oh, look, what can you do? We've got half of our team injured. I think he's played a lot of games there this year for like 60, 70 minutes. So I'm okay with him playing centre, but I'd rather him play off the bench as at jersey 14. G'day to Michael Joshua Lewis. Hello, mate. Joe Mahoney, what's the game of the round, you reckon? I think Sunday afternoon, Cronulla versus Newcastle. Such an important game for both sides. The winner of that game, I think, will play finals. The loser will have a tough. If the Sharks lose, it'll be really tough for them because they got some really big games. So I think Knights versus Sharks on Sunday will be the game of the round, and I reckon it'll go to Golden Point. We'll see how we go. It should be a good game, though. Do you think Mitchell Pearce should go to the Eels next year since Moses can't lead the Eels to a premiership? I don't think Mitchell Pearce at this stage of his career should be going to any other team. I think he should finish his career off at the Newcastle Knights. I just don't want to see him be one of those players where he's at the Roosters for so long and then he ends up at a different club like Newcastle and then he goes away to another team again. It just would be annoying. So stay at Newcastle, Mitchell Pearce, and hopefully he does. Who are you tipping to win the grand final? Well, a couple of weeks ago, I ended up, I had Manly versus South's grand final. I just find it hard to say that Melbourne won't be there. Melbourne will probably be there, whether it's against Souths or Manly. I guess we'll soon find out. But I think Manly will win the comp. How's your day? Yeah, my day was good. It's getting close to midnight. It's now 10:46 p.m. My day was fairly good, bro. Can't really complain. Just in lockdown, pretty quiet. So not too bad. Pearce can't lead anyone to premiership. Only done it once. That's why Roosters let him go. Fair enough, Joe. Fair enough, bro. If you were Ivan Cleary, would you play Nathan this week or rest him against the Dragons? Well, if he's fit and ready to go, I'd play him. But the thing that everyone's going to say, it's only the Dragons. So there'll be a bit of disrespect there against the Dragons. And when the Dragons are on, they can do anything. And we saw that earlier this year when I beat Parramatta, who were currently in the top 4. So the Dragons on their day can do anything. But, at the moment, I think the Panthers without Cleary should still beat the Dragons. So I don't think he'll play. I think he'll return next Friday night when they play the Bunnies. That'll be an absolute cracker. Cannot wait for that. Nick, what's your thoughts on what's your opinion on Tamalolo getting injured again? It sucks, bro. It's been a tough year for the Cowboys and Tamalolo. So I think you might as well rest him for the rest of the year, bro, and just bring him back fresh next season. Michael Joshua Lewis says, I go for the West Tigers. Well, good luck Saturday night, mate. May the best team win. I prefer Moses and Pearce. Fair enough, Pete Veretto. I'd probably go Pearce. I'd rather Mitchell Pearce. I think he's more of a, when Pearce is at the Knights, there's that presence. Newcastle play better. If he's not there, then they look like shit. So Parramatta have proven that they can win without Mitchell Moses. Remember, they beat the Gold Coast about 4 weeks ago without Mitchell Moses. They flogged the Gold Coast. So it can, I'd rather Pearce, but that's just, they're both great players. Broncos next year. Well, a lot of people have been bagging me about this lately. Look, I don't see the Broncos getting out of the bottom 4 next year. I think they're going to be in the same position. I don't think Adam Reynolds is going to be able to change that club into a top 8 side. I don't think he's that sort of player where he'll come in, and I don't think he'll be able to deliver them a top 8 position. I just don't see how Adam Reynolds, one player, is going to be able to pull them out of the strings. You take Cody Walker or Latrell Mitchell out of that South Sydney side, Adam Reynolds doesn't play at his best. So I don't think Reynolds will be able to take the Broncos to the promised land. Broncos need more pieces, man. I still question their fullback. I still question the hooker. They don't have the best depth. If one of their big-name players go down injured, they're basically fucked. We all saw last weekend Tony Staggs was out for the Broncos against the Knights. And, yeah, the Broncos were competitive, but Newcastle led 28-8 at one stage. If Tony Staggs is there, they're not getting beat 28-8 at any stage. So depth and the spine is still my issue for the Broncos. Greg Inglis or Latrell Mitchell, I still have to go with Greg Inglis. He's one of the greatest centres I've ever seen. He's a once-in-a-generation player, and I've got to go GI. Thoughts on Jack Jeske going to the Sharks? Personally, I love it. I don't think Jack Jeske has fired a shot in ages, but he has been injured a while, so we'll see. Inglis easy, yeah, I agree. Manly fan in the chat. How is your lockdown going? It's going quite smooth. Haven't done a whole lot. Not a whole lot you can do. All I did today was I woke up at 7 a.m. I started work at 8 o'clock. I finished at 1 o'clock. I came home, had a couple of bread rolls with a nice can of Coke. Then I just sort of watched a little bit of TV, had a quiet 10, 15 dollars on the horse races, and then about 2:45, I went out to sleep, woke up at 4:30, saw the team list, just sort of relaxed, didn't do a whole lot, watched a little bit of TV. I was watching Millionaire Hot Seat at 5 o'clock, and then I did my tipping video about 6:30, and then uploaded that, went to the shops, got a few things, and then did my tipping video, and then probably since 8 o'clock, 8:30, I've just been playing Rugby Live 4, my Cowboys crib mode. That's all I've been doing today. And tomorrow, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I get my work paid from work tomorrow. And then after that, I don't know, I'll probably go to the shops, get a few things, and come straight home and get ready for the podcast tomorrow night, which is going to be good. So, yeah, it's been pretty quiet so far. But, the thing with lockdown is You just got to try and keep yourself busy. Even though you get bored really quickly and there's not much to do, you just got to stay busy. So that's my day pretty much. Parramatta's premiership hopes dash after Reid Money's injury. Yeah, look, I think even with Reid Money, I don't think they can win the comp. They lack a strike centre. They lack another good front row for the bench for impact. You see Parramatta when Junior Paulo, Regan Campbell-Gillard go off the field, they're not the same force that they would be when they start. So I think they need to find some depth for the bench. So, I don't think they can win the comp. They might win a final if they're lucky, but depends, bro. Yeah, I agree with your arc. Who's your favourite player at the Cowboys? Well, as a kid, it was Thurston, Bowen, and Ty Williams. Then it was Thurston for years, and then when he retired, it was Michael Morgan. Then when Morgan retired, it's Taumalolo. So I'd probably say Taumalolo and Kyle Fell and the Hammer. I'd say those three would be my favourite at the Cows. Bulldogs wooden spoon, yeah, it's locked in, bro. Locked in. They can't win against the fucking... Well, they could beat the Warriors, depending on what Warriors team shows up. But I think the Bulldogs will get the wooden spoon. Similar question to my last. If Nathan Cleary gets injured, is that Penrith's titles hopes Gordon? Yeah, bro, it is. It is. Definitely is. If Nathan Cleary comes back and gets injured again and he's out for the year, Penrith, they're fucked. They're absolutely fucked. I couldn't agree. I absolutely believe they're fucked without him. Yep, Inglis, I agree with you. Joe, is it just me or does Api Kottasau look depleted this year? He doesn't have a spark. Bro, ever since that incident happened where he cheated on his missus and all that, I think that's affected him on the field. So off the field shit will affect you on the field. Trust me. It's happened before. I've seen it with 1,000 players in the past. So it's a shame because Kottasau is a great player on his day, but after what he did, I've lost respect for Kottasau, but I believe he's a fantastic player, but I've lost respect for Kottasau. Same too with Joe Arrow. What will the Broncos come next year? I have no fucking idea. Anything could happen between now and then, but if I had to pick it, I'd say somewhere between 15th and 12th. That's what I'm going to say. Rookie of the year. Fuck, there's so many to choose from. Sam Walker, Reece Walsh, Dane Laurie. Oh, there's so many good kids out there at the moment. I think Dane Laurie was a big chance, and then he got fucking injured. Sam Walker, Reece Walsh. I'm probably going to lean towards Reece Walsh because he's played more footy, but I wouldn't be surprised if Sam Walker got it. I'd say they're the three. There's a lot of good rookies going around, though. Thoughts on Damien Cook this year? Devs hasn't been at his best. If he reaches absolute best, do you reckon Souths are a shoe-in for the premiership? They are a good chance, bro. I just think Damien Cook's lost his confidence a little bit. He needs to run more from dummy half and just get out at first receiver and just fucking go. He just needs to get out and fucking go. Can you stream Rugby League Live 4, says Manly fan? I don't think I have the equipment for that, bro. I am going to get Rugby League Live 5 when it does come out and get the equipment then. So there definitely will be streams coming to the channel once the new game comes out. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully that comes out sometime soon. Do you think the NRL moving grand final, Suncorp Stadium or Adelaide Oval or Optus Stadium, Nick? Well, if the virus outbreak can just sort of be contained a little bit in Queensland, then I think Suncorp Stadium's a no-brainer. Obviously, you'd want it to stay at Stadium Australia, but we all know the New South Wales situation at the moment, so I think it'll probably be at Suncorp. If not, then I'm going to say maybe Canberra or something. Who knows? Could be anywhere. Which bottom 8 team do you think is improving the most going into next year? That is a very, very good question. Oh, God. Let me have a look at the top teams that are outside the 8. Maybe the Warriors. Their forward pack on paper next year will look very, very good. Vanilla Blake, Matt Lodge, Munok Masila, Tohu Harris. They're getting better, bro, the Warriors. I'd probably say the Warriors. The Tigers will definitely improve, bro. Jackson Hastings and Oliver Gildart are great signings for them. The Dogs will improve. The Cowboys will get better. Knights and Sharks are still outside of the 8. You think that'd be... Oh, it's hard to say, bro. I'd say I'm looking forward to seeing how the Bulldogs go next year. I really am. They have bought a lot, so we'll see how they go. Yeah, I am seeing your comments, bro. Does Jordan McLean need to go to Victoria and learn how to play? I wish he'd just get on the next flight to Victoria and fuck off. Entertain us in the chat. Helen Lukey and Xavier Savage with more game time could have been Rookie of the Year nominees. Absolutely agree. And I also want to give a massive shout out to Entertain House as well. He reached 3,000 subscribers the other night. So congratulations to Entertain House. You know, I've met him up at Magic Round earlier this year, and what was a phenomenal weekend. It was great to hang out with Entertain House, one of the goats in the rugby league YouTube community, and it's good to see him now hitting that 3,000 subscriber mark, and he has his own sponsor, and you know, Entertain House is an absolute legend in my eyes, and you know, he is like a fucking, you know, a really, really good friend of mine. So shout out to Entertain House for doing what a fucking legend he is. Honestly, legend. Jacob Otterson, what's more likely to happen first? Probably say Suns. Oh, fuck the one. Probably Melbourne getting spoon. I can't see Gold Coast Suns winning anything. They're fucking hopeless. How is Josh going? Hasn't uploaded recently. Yeah, I think he just went, you know what? The Broncos are going bad. He probably just went, fuck it. I'll come back next year when we're better. So I don't know. You'll have to ask him that. Milford to South. I think he'll do well in that system, bro. Going to go play with Cody Walker, Latrell Mitchell, Damien Cook, Cameron Murray. If Milford can't perform with that around him, then I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. So hopefully he goes well. Oh, yeah, Josh Schuster. Forgot about Schuster. That doesn't even feel like he's a rookie, though, Schuster. He's such a good player. I don't think he'll win Rookie of the Year, but he is a phenomenal player. Or Deluxe Eagle, I said it before, bro. I think Broncos next year will be between 15 and 12. I don't see him going up the ladder too much. Reynolds is a good signing, but they need more than that, bro. Their spine's still got plenty of question marks on it. Thoughts on the debut of Taylor May? Yeah, he was great, bro. I gave him in my top 3 players on ground. I thought he was outstanding, bro. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. George Burgess coming back. Yeah, bro, I'm looking forward to it. He'll do well at the Dragons. Dragons need another front row, so I think he'll do well, George Burgess. I reckon Cowboys could do with Murata, Niakure, and Herman Essie, maybe Ogden. Well, I'll be more than happy to have Murata, Niakure. Essie would be good for the bench. Ogden, not bad as well, so why not? Why the hell not? Who do you think will be in the 2021 NRL Grand Final? And who do you think will win the Club Churchill? Tony's Footy. Oh, g'day, Tony's Footy Talk. Mate, everyone, if you're not following Tony's Footy Talk on Instagram, you got to go and follow it. It's a fantastic rugby league page. It's got, I believe, 2,000 followers at the moment as we speak. So go and give it a follow. It's a fantastic page. I'm really enjoying it. It's actually, it's actually a really good page. So go and check that out, guys. I tell you right now, it's definitely worth a follow. My bottom for the rest of the year is Warriors, Cows, Dogs, Broncos. Yeah, probably. Oh, fucking Cowboys, man, honestly. Yeah, he did have a good game. He really did. Entertain us in the chat. Here we go. Fuck, this chat's going berserk. Jesus Christ. Can't keep up. The Dragons will probably be the team on the up. Going to have Tyrell Sloan, Burgess. They'll be much better without distractions and a combination with the off-season. Yeah, the Dragons are going to be interesting, bro. I don't know who's going to play 5'8". I believe Moses Mbai could be going there, so I don't know if Mbai and Hunt will click. McCulloch, good player, but he's another year older, which is a concern. I don't see the Dragons being in the top 8 next year. I don't see them being there. I see the Dragons probably between, 11 to 14. I don't see them making the 8. Their spine's got question marks. They're going to have a young fullback. They're going to have a 5'8" who is so inconsistent. They're going to have Ben Hunter's going to have to carry them again. Hooker's getting older. The forward pack's okay. They're getting Molo and Hodges, which is good. Sims is so inconsistent. I don't know. The Dragons have got plenty of question marks, but they have surprised us this year. So they'll probably be between 7 and 12 or something. Something like that for the Dragons. No worries, Entertain House. You're a good friend of mine. I really appreciate everything you do, bro. Sam Walker for Rookie of the Year. Good chance. Definitely. I think it'll be him or Reece Walsh. I already asked this question to Lux Eagle, mate. Between 14 and 12. Do you think Charlie Staines will make the top 3 Rookie of the Year? Nah, I don't think so. Isaac Tago for Penrith has been sensational. Staines has been awful. Yeah, Charlie Staines hasn't done fuck all. Done nothing this year. Disappointing. I want him to do well. I like Charlie Staines, man. He's a good try scorer, but it just seems to get the basics wrong a lot, which is quite frustrating. Who is your least favourite player? I don't need to go into that. Reading Campbell Gillard, he says, Campbell Gillard used to be a real hateable player. I like RCG, though. Look, for me, there's a few of them are going around at the moment. Ash Taylor, can't stand him. Felice Kafusi, can't stand him. They're probably the 2 players for me I can't absolutely stand at the moment. I hate them both. Do not like them. I don't think I ever will, ever. Kafusi's a grub. I fucking hate Kafusi. Such a grub. I don't know how he gets away with it. Gets away with absolute murder, that bloke. What do you think of the Raiders potentially looking at giving Ash Taylor a lifeline? I think they're absolutely stupid. Why would you want to sign a bloke who has probably 2-3 good games in him a year? It's just ridiculous. I don't know why Canberra did not go hard enough for Sean Johnson when he was in the market. There isn't a lot of halfbacks on the market at the moment. I think maybe someone like Drew Hutchinson, who might not get much of a run next year with Luke Keary coming back, and Sam Walker will be the halves with Keary, and Lockie Lamb will be the backup half probably. So if I was the Raiders, I'd be looking at like maybe a Drew Hutchinson, maybe a who else is there? Maybe a Cody Nikorima. I don't know. I don't know what the Raiders are going to do, but they're crazy for doing that. Looks, with Ron Pappenhausen and Oliver, I think it's just the fact that when you get a HIA, it takes a while to get your confidence back. Back in 2014, when I was playing rugby league on the weekends for my local team here in Lismore, I copped a pretty bad head knock where I had a bad nose and I had a huge concussion. I was out for 2 weeks, and when I came back, it took me 4 or 5 games just to get my confidence going. You know, that I come back from the HIA, I'd come back from after a couple of weeks on the sideline, and, I used to play in the wing when I used to be really skinny, and, there'd be things where I'd come in where I normally wouldn't do that, or, I'd drop a bomb or something that you wouldn't normally do. It takes a while to get your confidence back. I'm suffering a head knock, trust me. I know from experience, man. Concussions are definitely something you want to avoid. They are absolutely miserable. Oh, Josh Elmer in the chat. Inside scoop. Tilly Tupanua wants to go to Catalans. Fuck, really? Are you serious? Tilly Tupanua wants to go to Catalans. Fuck, why would he want to leave the Roosters? Look at the system he's in. He's playing unbelievable, Tilly Tupanua. I think he would be in the top 5 back rowers in the game at the moment. He's probably my favourite back rower at the moment. I love watching him play. He's an absolute tearaway. And if he's interested to go to Catalans, geez, that is news to my ears. Far out. That's crazy. I hope that doesn't happen. Although I do watch the Super League. I watch every game of Super League that's on Fox. I get up at 4 a.m. Even if it's 2 shit teams like Wakefield and Huddersfield, I'll get up and watch it. I don't give a shit because I love watching the Super League. But that's crazy if he wants to go to Catalans. Wow. Isaac Tago is the future of Penrith. I absolutely agree. Coach of the Year. Jesus, this is hard. Jesus, this is hard. Look, I wanted to go. Look, I was all over Anthony Griffin. The Dragons fallen off the cliff because of Paul Vaughan. But look, you have to go with Craig Bellamy. Look at Melbourne. They're 18-2 going into round 22. They are the juggernaut team of this competition. They haven't lost since round 3. Craig Bellamy will win Coach of the Year, but the contenders, though, I think Des Hasler will be up there. Trent Robinson has to be the second best Coach of the Year. What he's done with the Roosters, with all the injuries, I'd say Craig Bellamy will be Coach of the Year, but Trent Robinson probably a close second. What are your top 3 most overrated players in the NRL and top 3 most underrated? Fuck. Another hard question. All right. I think Mitchell Barnett's underrated. I think Talakai from Cronulla is underrated. And I think another one that doesn't get any mention whatsoever, who was extremely underrated, is Tohu Harris. He is very underrated. Most overrated, I'd have to say, most overrated. Look, I think Felice Kafusi's up there. He plays Origin, but he does fuck all. Ash Taylor is overrated. And the other one, Corey Norman. Corey Norman does nothing. I don't know how he makes a Dragons team every week. He's not going to be there next year, and no one's even looked at him. So Corey Norman's a joke. Do you see Dearden and Townsend being the Cowboys' halves next year? No, I think it'll be Drinkwater and Townsend, bro, and that's what I would go with. Tom Dearden's a great kid, trust me. He's been playing okay lately. He's done some good stuff. I thought the other night against the Gold Coast, I thought he had a really good game, even though we got hammered. But I'm liking Tom Dearden. I think he's a very good young prospect, and he will only get better the more time he plays. So I like the kid, and I'm looking forward to seeing his development. I'm looking forward to it. I predict that the Tigers and Cowboys game will go to Golden Point. Oh, Jesus Christ, don't say that. I'll probably collapse if that happens. Who knows, bro? I really hope the Cowboys win. I'm tipping the Cowboys to win too, by the way, but absolutely no confidence. You can literally toss the coin. Did you see Cody Ramsey's teeth? Yeah, he had like a big split right in the middle of it. He apparently he doesn't wear mouth guards, which is crazy to think. But tell you what, that would have fucking hurt like anything. I'm telling you right now. Will Entertain House asks, will Isaiah Papali'i win a Dally M back rower if I do the 2-player system? Yeah, well, they will. Will he win back row of the year? I'll tell you what, if the season had stopped at around 12, yeah, probably would have said definitely. But as of late, he's been good, but he hasn't been as good as what he was once as he started. 2 back rows of the year, well, I think Satili Tupanua has to be there. And then after that, you've got the likes of Viliami Kikau, Angus Crichton, and probably Fafita fighting it over those last spots. Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. David Fafita, a phenomenal player, but he can't be back row of the year if he keeps coming off the bench. It doesn't make sense. So, look, I think knowing how the Dally M works, it'll probably be Fafita and Tupanua, but I don't think Fafita's a back row of the year. Look, everyone talks about stats. Stats this, stats that. It's not all about stats. You got to watch the game and just see what you think, because there's been games this year where Fafita's done nothing until one period of the game. A good 10, 15-minute period, and Fafita goes crazy, and all of a sudden he's man the match. But you got to play for 80 minutes. It's about playing the full game. Just because you have a good 10 to 15-minute period, it should not make you get a Dally M point. So I think Papali'i is very close, but I think Satili Tupanua has to be up there. Who do you think Hastings? What do you think about Hastings and Dewey at halves pairing? Yeah, bro, I think it has to be. Dewey 6, Hastings 7, but Hastings plays on the left side. Dewey plays on the right side, and then Oliver Gildard also coming over from Wigan. He goes to the left side. I think that's what they should do. I think the left-hand side for the Tigers next year, I think you should switch it up a little bit. Hastings on the left with Leilua, Oliver Gildard, and then put Nofaluma there as well. Or I should have Mamalo. Put Nofaluma on the right side with Talau and Sean Bloor, or whoever plays back row next year for the Tigers. Rugby History's in the chat. How you going, bro? Hope you're well, mate. Would you watch a prize fight between Will Chambers and Justin Hodges? Well, we all saw Kane Evans' punch on the weekend, but Will Chambers and Justin Hodges would not want to watch that. Maybe 10 years ago when they were playing footy, but right now, I don't want to sit there and watch two old men try and fight for $60. I ain't paying that. Entertainer says Raiders should go after Jamin Salmon or Blake Tarfay. Blake Tarfay is going to be very, very hot property. I guarantee it. He is a very good talent. Very good talent. Thoughts on Peter Sterling leaving Channel 9? Well, I heard he's going to retire, so good on Sterlo. His rugby league career when he was playing was unbelievable. His commentary's been pretty good. He's been there for so long, and whether you like Sterlo or you hate Sterlo, you've got to, you have to give respect to Sterlo. He's been at Channel 9 for a long time. He worked for Fox for a while there, Fox Sports, when he used to have that show, Sterlo on the couch and that. But he will be missed. There's no doubt about that. What else we got here? What do you least favourites NRL referees? I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm assuming my least favourite NRL referee. Oh, it's a toss-up between Ben Cummins and Jerry Sutton. I probably hate Cummins more because of that grand final decision, but Jared Sutton's always been a pain in the ass. So at the moment, probably Cummins is my most hated referee, but Sutton's pretty close. My favourite referee, though, I'd have to go with Matt Chequin. I really like Matt Chequin. I was a big fan of McGavin Badger as well, but he works at the West Tigers now, and he retired from refereeing. But Chequin and Badger were my favourite referees. Chequin's pretty good, I reckon. It was a very interesting interview from Entertain House with, who was it? What's that referee's name? Grant Atkins. That was a very good and interesting interview. So it gives you a different perspective on how the referees are trained every day and what they actually do. It's actually a tough job. So obviously the referees are just doing what they see on the field, and the bunkers telling them shit in their ear all the time. And the touch judge is not doing much anyway, but it'd be a tough job. It would be. Fulton Angus Crichton, possibly switching codes. I fucking hope not. Do you believe dropping Will Chambers was the right choice by Josh Hannay? What do you think of Kai O'Donnell? Chambers, yeah, look, I think he deserves to be dropped. He's a bit slow now, Chambers. And look, I suggested last night in the corner post that maybe he should retire because he's getting older and getting slower, and the game's getting quicker. And I don't know if Will Chambers has what it takes anymore to be a quality player in this competition with how fast the game is. So I think he should retire. But if he doesn't, then, fair play to him. I wish him all the best. But as for Kai O'Donnell, I have seen a little bit of him actually in New South Wales Cup before, and he's a promising young player. So we'll see how he goes on the weekend. Out of Luke Brooks, Brodie Croft, Ash Taylor, who is the shitter half? That's hard to say. I'm going to go Ash Taylor because he can't carry a team on his own, and he would not have a fucking clue how. Entertain us. If Kyle Felt retires, would you put Val on the wing, Drinkwater fullback, or Val into the halves? Okay. I never, ever want to see Val Holmes play in the halves. Drinkwater for mine has to stay 5'8". Kyle Felt retires. Hang on. How old's Kyle Felt? That's what I want to know. Let me have a look at this here. Kyle Felt's got ages left, I swear. Kyle Felt's 29 years old, so he's probably got 3 years left. Most wingers retire. It's just after 33 these days. So I think Felt's still got 3-4 years in him. Yeah, I think Drinkwater has to be 5'8". He's a great 5'8", Drinkwater. If Tommy Turbo's season this year, the most dominant you've seen by a player, it's fucking up there. It's definitely up there, I'm telling you. I think if Manly make the grand final, then I'm going to say it's the best I've seen. If they lose, like 2012, Ben Barber, 2009, Jared Hayne, then it's definitely comparable. But I'm telling you right now, if Manly win the comp and Turbo is in that grand final when he gets Clive Churchill, then I am prepared to say it's the greatest season from a player that I've ever seen. So if Manly win the comp, I think it's the best individual season of all time, which is a very big call to say, but he's a good player. How do you like that 2 games at Redcliffe? Yeah, bro, doubleheader at Redcliffe on Sunday is going to be fantastic. The crowd will look nice. 50% capacity back in this weekend. It's going to be great. I'm so glad they're taking the 2 games on Sunday to Redcliffe. Manly Parramatta's at Sunshine Coast, I believe. Let me double check that. Yep, it is Sunshine Coast, Manly West Parramatta. It's good. I'm happy. I'm really happy. Daniel Bate. Oliver Gildart is too lightweight for the NRL, and he's a bit timid in my opinion. Yeah, fair enough, bro. But I think him and Hastings, that combination at Wigan and obviously going to the NRL, I think it'll work. I really do. I'm so sick and tired of hearing people say that Super League players can't do what NRL players do. They're very good. NRL players are better. There's no doubt about that. But I'm telling you, the gap, everyone says the gap is like this. NRL, Super League, trust me, the gap is a lot tighter than what people actually think. You know, I watch every single NRL game. I watch every Super League game that's on Fox Sports. So, you know, every game of Super League that's on Sky Sports over in the UK is on Fox here in Australia. And I'm watching them all. So, you know, a team like St. Helens, they would do very well over here. If St. Helens were in the NRL, St. Helens, for mine, would be in the top 4. They are a quality team, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how Gildart goes next year. I'm really keen. Sterlo's rap is the best. I don't watch Sterlo's rap, bro. I really don't. But, it's, you know, I've seen bits of it. Do you watch Freddie and the 8th? Yes, I do. It's a fantastic show. I love it. Yes, all under 18s are not allowed for the X-rated Nick from Australia. So, yes, rugby league history. What is one NRL/New South Wales rugby league ground would you like to attend, one that you haven't been to? Well, I'll tell you something right now. I have never, ever been to Sydney in my life. So there are plenty of grounds, but I'd love to go to Henson Park would be amazing to go to. North Sydney Oval would be amazing. I'd say those 2 grounds would have been unbelievable to attend. And you never know. Maybe in the future I could attend a game down there. You never know. So those 2 grounds for mine, I love them. So I'd love to go to one of those grounds one time. My favorite NRL referee, NRL, Jared Sutton. Really? Jared Sutton? I'm a little bit surprised about that, but anyway. I'm a bit worried about Gildart going to Tigers because outside usually don't. Yeah, bro, that's true. But you got to remember, bro, combinations are very important these days, and I think Gildart will play left centre, which he has to play left centre. So, you know, we'll see. I love your point, Nick, but I'd be worried if Great Britain had to play against a Turbo and Latrell centre partnership. Yeah, bro, I probably would as well, but I think the England forward pack could definitely compete with Australia, but I don't think they would win by a big margin or anything. I think it'd be a really good game. Rugby league history. What is one Super League ground you would love to attend? Oh, geez, there's a few. I love the Salford ground, the AJ Bell Stadium. The Customer Tigers one, Jungle. That's a great ground, the Jungle. I'd love to go there. Looks fucking awesome. The DW Stadium's not bad as well. The Wigan one, that's a very nice ground. I'm a big fan of the Huddersfield Giants Stadium, John Smith Stadium. Very nice ground as well. So I love all the grounds over in the Super League. I don't like Wakefield's ground. It looks like shit. I saw the London Broncos home ground. It's very fucking small, but it doesn't look too bad as well. So wouldn't mind going there. So do you think Souths can win the comp? Absolutely they can win the comp, bro. You know, you give me Latrell Mitchell, Cody Walker, Adam Reynolds, Damien Cook, Cameron Murray in any team, then they could definitely win the comp. Definitely. Fafita and the South's back rower to the edges to a very tough prospect to come up against. Yeah, David Fafita and Cameron Murray would be a nightmare, but You got to be in it to win it, mate. You got to be in it to win it, Daniel. Who has the best jersey away and home? That's a very good question. I think St. George has a very nice jersey. Cronulla's is always the Sharks' home one's always been very good. Roosters, Rabbitohs have always been good. The Panthers' black one's very nice. I don't like the Melbourne one. It just looks like absolute dog shit. My favourite New South Wales rugby league team is the Newtown just because of their logo and theme song. Yeah, it is a very nice one. I've been told Wakefield's Bellevue ground does not have hot water when you go to wash your hands. They only have cold. Well, that's why Wakefield suck. They're fucking shit. And, I was watching that game the other night, Wakefield against Huddersfield. Wakefield, they fucked it. They did 18 zip. I thought they were going to win. And then once it was 18-4, you had the feeling that Wakefield were going to blow it, and they fucked it. 18-0 lead for Wakefield, and they lose 22-18. So disappointing from Wakefield. Seriously. I just wish that they would learn how to get it right, but unfortunately, they're just shit. Do you think the Knights have been the most unluckiest team with all their injuries? Oh, look, I think the Roosters are up there. The Cowboys have a lot of injuries. The Seagulls have had a few as well. I think if Turbo was playing the first 6 rounds of the season, if Turbo didn't get injured at the start of the year, then I think Manly would be competing for the minor premiership right now. But, Newcastle always seem to be unlucky with injuries. I think Knights, Cowboys, Roosters have been very unlucky this year with the injuries. Daniel says, Wakey is a very old disripped stadium, but the views are excellent. Been there a few times. Yeah, nice. I bet they are nice. Rugby history, I think you are right. Oh, here we go. Would Canterbury Bankstown struggle to beat League in a one-off game? Well, both teams can't score points, so I think at half-time, I think League would lead probably 4 points to 2, and the final score would be probably 10-8 Canterbury. It'd be a very, very shit game. It'd be a shit game. Luther King in the chat, what you doing? What do you think I'm fucking doing? I'm getting out of here soon, though. I'm not going to lie. Best time of the day, and this is a good question. Good question here from Oliver. Best time of day and best day for grand final. Okay, so if you I think the best time of day to play footy probably 2:00 of an afternoon. If it's day conditions, it's fantastic. And grand final. I think the grand final should go back to that Sunday afternoon, 3:00. I really enjoyed it when it was the Sunday 3:00 grand final, but now it's like 7:00 on a Sunday night. I think the NRL grand final should go back to 3:00. I don't see why not. I think everyone's bored of the nighttime stuff, and I think it should go back to 3:00. You think the Tigers should put Jake Simpkin at hooker because Jacob Little lack of creativity and is inconsistent? Look, Jacob Little, very good with the ball in attack, but his defense, he gets mortal. He gets ran over. He misses tackles. I like Jacob Little, man, but he's had a good year, but he needs to work on his defense. Hey, Nick, I've been thinking of getting into the Super League recently. What team should I support? Well, National Sports Loaded. Don't support the league Centurios, because if you do that, you will just be like you'll lose every week. Bro, don't jump on a bandwagon of a team that's won comps recently. Go for a team that hasn't won anything for a while. So the Castle Tigers haven't won a comp for about 50-plus years. My team, Salford, haven't won a grand final for a long time. I'll go for Salford. Catalans haven't won a comp yet. The French team, they're very good to watch. Catalans, they're having a great year. Hull FC are very good to watch at the moment. Hull KR have had a good season. I'd say that there are a few teams to look at. Huddersfield are fucking shit. I'd say Salford, Castleford, Hull FC, Hull KR, or, someone Catalans. I don't know. Your choice, bro. No worries, Daniel. No worries, bro. Best stadium in Australia, asks Jordan. Suncorp, for me, I think Suncorp's the best ground. I've been there a few times. It's an incredible, incredible stadium. I'll say Suncorp's the best and probably Stadium Australia. But a couple of grounds that I think are very good and underrated. I think Leichhardt Oval's underrated. I think Townsville's very good. Bankwest is very good. And, yeah, Newcastle was another good ground as well. What are your favourite NRL stadiums or ground, Nick? Well, okay, stadiums, favourite stadiums. Townsville's up there. Suncorp's up there. The Sydney Football Stadium at the moment is getting rebuilt. I used to love that ground a lot. Newcastle's a good one. Or McDonald Jones Stadium, that's what it's called now. Bankwest is very good. Leichhardt. Seabar Super Stadium is very good. I hate the Titans, but I really like that ground. They sure are. Rugby history. Where do you think Brendan Smith should go? Well, if he stays at Melbourne, I can just keep shitting on him because he's a flopper a little bit, Brendan Smith. But I think maybe the Dogs, maybe the Broncos. I don't know, man. Hard to say. Yeah, Castleford haven't won a comp for a very long time. There's no doubt about that. They are a good club. Yes, they are. Do you think the Raiders need a new halfback? Yeah, I do. And I think Cody Nikorima might be one that could be available. So maybe Cody Nikorima. Who knows? Who will win the first premiership? Titans or Warriors? Hard to get a read on either team winning a comp. I'm going to say the Warriors. I think the Warriors are building something. I know the Titans are currently in the top 8 and they're having a decent year, but the Warriors, for mine, they've got so much good going for them. They're getting Sean Johnson back next year. Their halves are looking very good. Their back line's going to get better. Their forward pack's going to be huge. I think now it comes down to Nathan Brown and it comes down to depth. Do you miss the old Townsville Stadium or do you like the new one better? Well, I'll tell you right now, I love 1300 Smile Stadium. Well, growing up as a kid, it was called Dairy Farmer Stadium, which I think they should never have changed that name. Dairy Farmer Stadium was a great name. I loved it. I probably prefer the old stadium still because the Cowboys haven't had much luck at the new one ever since I've gone there. But I love the old ground. 1300 Smile Stadium or Dairy Farmer Stadium, whatever you want to call it. I'll say the old one probably still is better. Probably because of performances and shit. Do you think Ivan Cleary is overrated still as a Tigers fan? I still am annoyed that he paid. Yeah, look, I think Ivan Cleary is a very good coach, and I guess we'll see how the Panthers go in the finals this year. Will Storm always be a top 4 team when Craig Bellamy leaves? I don't think so. Who has been the most underwhelming player this season? I'll tell you what. I know they're in the top 8, but I think it's got to be Jack Whiten. Jack Whiten won the Dally M last year, and this year he has been a former shadow of his former self. So I'd have to say Jack Whiten, and I'll tell you another one as well, Valentine Holmes. He's probably up there as well. He's been pretty underwhelming. Who else is there? Just having a look here at some of the teams that are going shithouse. Luke Brooks. I was hoping Luke Brooks would have a good year, but he's been fucking shit. I'd say Jack White, no, because he won a Dally M last year and he's done fucking nothing this year. Greg says Goverson to Cowboys. Yeah, that won't be happening. When you can, Nick, get over to the UK. We'll go to a match. The beers and food will be on me. Oh, fucking hell, Daniel, that sounds good to me, bro. If the virus can just go away for a while, then I'll fucking see you there. You know, we can go to a Salford game. We'll go with Salford versus Saints. Me, you, and Rugby History, we can go and have a beer or something. It'd be great. Do you ever plan on flying to Townsville, watching a game, then heading to Jupiter's Casino afterwards? That's the plan. I'd love to go to Townsville, watch a Cowboys game, and then go back to the Jupiter's Casino afterwards and go play the pokies, the fruit machines, and try and win money or lose money. Who knows? Do you think Madge should be sacked? Personally, I don't think he should be. As a Tigers fan, I don't think sacking Madge is going to achieve much. I am very close to going to Magic Weekend this year. Come on, Rugby League history. Get down to the ground, mate. Get to fucking Magic Weekend. There's every Super League game is going to be there, mate. And, I think as well, you could do like, live reactions at the game, like a vlog, like Entertain House has done in the past, and me as well at games. And, when the game finishes, you could do like a review on the game, like, I don't know, Saints versus Catalans, and do a review when you're sitting in the ground. That could be great. It'd be popular as well, I reckon. What player has surprised you the most in 2021? That's a good question. It's a very good question. But I got to say, I think player. I don't know, man. Players hard to say, but I think Keon Koloamatangi surprised me a little bit. I didn't think he'd be this good. I know he's a good player, but I didn't think he'd be this good. Jason Saab was another one. Schuster. I'd say it's probably some of the Manly players, and probably some of them. Well, you were at the 2015 Grand Final? No, I was not. I was at home watching it, and I was going berserk. You think Dane Laurie will go to the next level? Yeah, I do. I really do. It's at St. James Park this year, so I am close enough, about 40 minutes away. Sounds good, Rugby League history. I hope you attend it. But, guys, that might wrap up the Rugby League Q&A for Tuesday night, currently 11:33 p.m. I'm going to get out of here. I might go and just I might go get a can of Coke at the Servo or something. Most memorable moment this year, that's the last question I'll answer. Probably the Cowboys winning against the Broncos or the Warriors, where it was a 1-point game. I'd say probably one of those two. Maybe the Tigers game as well. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Rugby League Breakdown podcast. Until then, stay safe. Take care of yourself. Stay safe during the lockdowns, or if you're out of lockdown, just stay safe in general. Anyway, lads, I'm out of here, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.